Hello YouTube tribe, family, alchemists. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nadi Alchemy and I am bringing you today a new candle wax reading. Thank you so much for all the engagement with the last video using candle wax as a divination tool. It's really motivated me to continue to do this, and I've really been loving doing readings for people as well. So if you're interested in that, you can visit my Instagram page at Nadi Alchemy, Nadi_alchemy, or my website at nadi-alchemy.com. Anyways, let's get into it. The first thing that I want to say is that I always pick the candles intuitively, and something I heard from my guidance right away was these colors may be somebody's alma mater, and that may be why you were attracted to this reading. And that is correct. You are attracted to this reading because there's something here for you, a message for you. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, comment. Let me know how it resonated, because again, I love to hear it. But let's go ahead and get started. So to the left, we have this purple candle. And to the right, we have this orange candle. Again, candle wax readings are a form of scrying, a form of divination that is thousands of years old. And I use the images that the wax creates together with my intuition to read for each pile. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna get started with the purple candle. So this candle right here. If you chose this purple candle, I feel like you could be my intuitive pile. You know, like you may have worked on your intuitive gifts. You may have tapped into your intuitive gifts already, or you could be having some kind of third eye chakra activation that will activate these gifts. But we'll go ahead and see, and at the end I will pull some cards to just validate the message or give any additional messages that want to come through. Okay, so I'm going to set the intention of connecting to my guides, my ancestors, to spirit, the angels, of course, my guides and ancestors of the highest light, as well as your higher self, your ancestors, your guides of the highest light for this message today. I don't know why this purple candle just reminded me of Barney. So maybe you're from that generation, that Barney generation. I know I am. The 90s kids, right? Again, this could be a way for you to know that this is the correct pile. Ooh, little dots. It's funny because every time that I do candle wax reading, I've done like 10 personal readings by now, or no, like 12. You know, the way that the dots form, the way that the wax falls is very telling, right? So at first we have two little dots and a big dot. So I feel like, again, you could be taking little steps towards a big goal, my pile number one. And this is exactly like the rate at which you are navigating this journey, or the rate at which the divine is navigating this journey, is exactly right for you. And I do feel that taking little steps towards the big picture, like you don't need to know the big picture to take little steps towards your desires, right? You kind of just have to follow your intuition at this time. Okay, your intuition is guiding you. Take a step, you know, and as you take a step, more steps appear, is what I'm getting for this pile. You could also be the sign of Sagittarius. We just stepped into Sagittarius today. Again, there's this sense of higher knowledge, learning new things, putting new things into play, creating. There's also this sense here of influence. I feel like this pile has influence. And it doesn't have to be like a large influence, like as in like a social media following, but within your circle, you have influence. People look up to you. People come to you for that higher perspective, that higher wisdom. And of course, Spirit sees that and you know, thinks that you're doing amazing at supporting others and being guided by your intuition and your inspirations and, you know, your compassion. You know, purple is also a color of transmutation. So you could have recently been moving through some intensity in Scorpio season. I do feel that things are getting lighter now, or you're going to be seeing the bigger picture now that you're in Sag season. For some, you may be traveling for the holidays. I see you like around children. I see you around family, around loved ones. Especially for those of you that are more awakened and are, you know, wherein the family is not. You know, Spirit is saying, keep that higher perspective. You know, this is when your healing work is put to the test, right? Will you let live and let live kind of energy, or will you battle everyone? You know, that's up to you. But obviously taking a step back and taking a more grounded spiritual approach is going to work out better for you, is going to be for sure a test of character, I heard, but also I feel like it's going to show how much you've evolved, how much you don't need others' validations or approval to continue to do you, right? This funny affirmation that I saw on Threads. Instead of saying I hope you heal, it just says I hope being you works out for you. So it's kind of like that energy of like letting people be who they are, letting them learn their own lessons at their own rate. You know, we can lead the horse to water, but we can make it drink kind of energy. But we can be an example of better behavior, of higher perspective, higher wisdom. I see a pattern here. So maybe some of you are gonna see a pattern when you come around family this holiday season, or just in this new energy. Obviously, we all have holidays at different times, but there are a lot of holidays that are around now, and Christmas, obviously, or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Recognize the pattern is what I've heard, so that you don't repeat it. And for a lot of you, it's a family pattern. I see someone here interested in like astronomy, or maybe even astrology, or maybe the esoteric. Someone here that works a lot with the color purple, or maybe the color purple is coming out again. They redone that movie. Maybe you have some affinity or connection to that movie. For some of you, you're coming home from college. You're going to be with family, or you may have children coming home from college. People have definitely evolved, changed. You know, nothing stays the same. It's kind of like the nature of the world, the nature of existence. I see some of you getting pregnant, if that is a possibility, or someone in your family getting pregnant. There's this energy of children, and this has been coming up a lot in my candle wax readings, because it's already, whenever I see the little dots next to the bigger dots, that to me is like an extension of you, right? Children, an idea, could also be a problem or solution, you know. But for some, I do see like a new baby in the family, or new babies, or your baby coming home kind of energy. Again, your baby is, you know, grown for some of you. I definitely feel like some of you might feel like the odd man out in your family, because your perspective is so different than the people that you love and that you grew up with, and that's okay. You're meant to be that way. You're meant to be the curse breaker, the cycle ender. That's just your role. You are bringing them with you, even if you don't realize it. You know, your healing, your evolution creates ripple effects for your tribe, for sure. I'm also seeing people on a trail. Maybe you're going to be going for a walk with your family, or maybe some of you are going to like cabin. I see people on a trail, like a group of people. Oh my God, how beautiful is that, to go on like a hike during Thanksgiving, or, you know, during this weekend coming up where the trees are changing, A lot of changes I'm getting. And it starts with you, but it also involves your family, is what I'm getting. And for some of you, you've definitely felt this coming, or you've seen signs and synchronicities about change, maybe like 555, 777, or maybe you've been going through some challenges, but it's all been very karmic, very, very led, like by spirit. Some of you may be feeling a little lost as well. Like, what do I do next? Like, you know, I feel like some of you may be having like an existential crisis. Like, okay, so what now kind of energy. And what I'm hearing from spirit is there's just so many possibilities. It's really time to explore like your why and what you want to be doing and where you want to be putting your energy. And if this is a place, like if this causes confusion and you're not really sure, then it's definitely a time of sitting with your energy, being still, meditating, connecting to your higher guidance. It's kind of getting real with yourself, or spending time with yourself enough to know, you know, what inspires you, what's next, right? I see you guys being happy. Like, even if you've gone through some sadness, there is happiness coming for a lot of you. Or you make others happy, or your presence makes others happy, or maybe this holiday season, you know, you'll be reconnecting with family you haven't seen in a while, and this can bring you happiness. Again, some may be triggering, some may be happy. Depends on your situation. For others, I see like this long line of spiritual, herd warriors, healers, intuitives, like people with gifts in your family. And maybe you didn't realize this before, but you're going to be making connections. Like your magic is old. It's not something that's new to you and you're awakening. Like you've tapped into untapped potential. And you come from like a long lineage of people who have these gifts. For some, they were astrologers. For other, they were like gypsies. They did tarot. They did divination. They did spell work. Some of them are witchy kind of energy. It's like things are coming full circle when it comes to like your family, some family lessons, some ancestral healing, healing regarding working with your magic, fear of prosecution, very much Joan of Arc energy. There's also this sense here of like divine alchemy, again, like transmutation, moving through dense energy, moving through constricting energy. It's like you finally see the big picture about something in Sag season, which is the one that we're in now. If you follow Vedic astrology, then it would be next season. I'm going to look at this once I finish here. I think I'm being guided to finish. Yeah, for some of you, it almost feels like, I don't know, maybe you're older and you feel like this is like the end. Like, what do I do now? Like, you're worried about aging or getting older, and there's still so much more for you to learn. Like, it's literally not over for you. It's just the beginning of a new cycle. I'm also seeing the yin and yang symbol here. So I feel like there is this sense of balance in your life. You balancing your feminine energy with your masculine energy, rest with activity, actively moving towards things, and also being present. Let's see what else I see here. Again, I see people, something about university, going back to school, learning something new. For some, it might be like University of Miami, because I see like the U, you know how the U. I also see like this power needs to like embrace their playful energy. I'm really getting like, you know, don't take life so seriously that you're missing the fun, you know? I see you, you know, social events, people having fun, meeting new people, starting new things. Son of Swords. Yeah. again, some of you may have your children coming home. You know, maybe your children are growing up, shifting, changing. You know, you don't really know what lies beneath the surface with them. You know, that, you know, 17 to 20, or not even, like 14 to 21-year-old energy. Could be air sign. Some of you are definitely overthinking when it comes to aging, what's next, or overthinking about a particular situation. Again, with the tornado, you know, for those of you having triggering moments during these holiday times, just take a moment, let things settle. Some of you are going to be walking somewhere and you're going to feel like this gust of wind, and that's like Spirit's way of saying like I'm here, you know, you're protected, you're guided, just trust the winds of change kind of energy. Also, like I said before, look at the wolf. Okay, the wolf totem is this energy of instincts, right? Of moving in packs. And again, I feel like this pile is really tuned into their emotion and tuned into their intuition. So trust that, but don't let your mind like get away with you, is something I'm hearing. I'm also reminded of that folk tale of the black and the white wolf, like which do you choose? And that has to do with your thinking. Like you can either view things pessimistically or positively, that's up to you, but whatever wolf you feed is the one you're going to, you know, to see. Like that's the reality that you're going to create, right? Again, that sense of duality as well, the yin and the yang, the merging of two worlds, the merging of the mind and the heart. We have the Two of Wands here, and it's funny because I was just thinking of like divine counterparts here. There is this energy of someone overthinking here, of you feeling someone through the ethers, of there being this divine spiritual connection. Someone's definitely in their head. I would think the masculine side of that. I think mentally there's still like maturity that needs to happen here. Ooh, look at this, the star. But there's definitely a lot of healing happening. A lot of like stars aligning for this pile. Everything is serving a purpose. Everything has a reason. If there's a reason for things to happen, whatever friction occurs, whatever emotions are triggered, whatever thoughts are triggered, remember you get to choose what reality you live in, like emotionally, mentally. Choose to see things from a positive light versus a negative. Don't let people trigger you out of your own like groundedness or sense of stability. What else for pile number one? Some of you can sense this coming for sure. Sense this. For some, it's a triggering, like a friction, and for others, it's like an attraction with an air sign or with a Cancer or Capricorn. It says unleash your kindest selves. Yeah, so for those who are going amongst family, and like I said before, like your evolution is going to be tested, be kind. Okay, even if people are being harsh or overly emotional or people are triggered, it's okay. Pluto and Mars are aspecting the astrology of this weekend, so just, you know, stay grounded. Again, there's a lot of healing happening here. You can be that light, that star. Ooh, lots of shifts as well for this pile with the Eight of Wands. Communication from some, could be from an air sign, could be from a water sign, Cancer or Pisces, could be from a fire sign or Capricorn. I think I just mentioned all of them. But those are the ones I'm seeing. And Virgo, trust that all will be well. Okay, so group number one, trust that all will be well. Trust that everything is serving a purpose. Trust that you have this knowledge. Yeah, stay open to change. It's not just within you, but within the collective around you and the collective at large, okay? Again, be careful to speak about politics or religion or like those triggering topics, because people have really strong emotions about these things. Again, if you're the person who likes to engage in those kind of debates, and of course go ahead and do it. Don't silence yourself like Joan of Arc for fear of persecution. But do be mindful that like heated subjects bring on heated emotions, right? For some, a wish will be coming true. A wish that you've made, or there's some movement in regards to a wish, a connection, your intuitive gifts, some kind of higher knowledge. Yes, like some insight, an epiphany moment. Feathers could be a sign for you guys of this, as well as of angelic protection. All right, pile one, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. I plan on doing these more and more, so definitely be back for more. All right, so group number 2, the orange. So with the orange, there's definitely a sense of like intensity with this pile, a sense of excitement, a sense of like passion, desire. Again, the sacral chakra, a sense of manifestation. You're also like, your energy is very bright. You're very attractive. You're attracting a lot of people. Some of you may have like copper hair, or like you know, like the natural redheads. For others, you may just have like highlights in like red tones or orange tones. I don't know why I just heard Hansel and Gretel. Maybe you have siblings, or you associate with like twins. Could be twin flames, could be twins, like literally twins. Look at this. So I always read the candle itself and how it burns intuitively, but also, and not just the color, but how it burns. And look at how this has these 2 little nodules here. I've never seen 2 at a time. So again, I'm sensing this energy of 2 people, right? They may feel like they're at a distance, but you can definitely feel each other. There's passion, there's intensity. Look, not one drop of wax has dropped. It's just stayed there. That's so interesting. Again, whether you realize it or not, you're still very much connected, even if you're at a distance. I don't know if there's, for some, could be like third-party situations, or people like having a lot to say, a lot of commentary. Again, no need to listen to others. Their opinions of you or your situation is none of your business, and on them. I see like, again, with the people that relate to the, like feeling connected to someone spiritually, or through like passion, intensity. I do see like, for some, like passionate exchanges, or like sexual union, or like, I don't know, maybe the holidays will bring in some connection in that way. You know, someone coming back around. Do be mindful of that. I do see like this bringing up some shadow work. You know, sometimes when we revisit old situations, there is shadow work involved. There is healing involved. Also, make sure that you're approaching the situation, especially if you have deeper feelings, with, you know, mindfulness. You don't want to just make it seem like it's a passionate thing, or just passion and desire, when there's more there. So interesting. Look at how, you know, you have these combined little circles, right? Which I would say are like energies, and one side is darker than the other. So a lot of you could be facing the mirror in other people, or have like mirrored connections, and that mirror, again, may involve some shadow work. Could trigger you or the other person. I see like a lot of these look like they're kissing. Look, I don't know, holiday time kisses, or like, again, affection. Could be also like exploring the more like sexual side of things. Again, that's not negative. We don't have to give it a negative connotation. You could be working a lot with your sacral chakra, which is obviously sexual energies, passion. It's also like this pile needs to, or not needs to, but it's being advised to like view the dark, the shadow, as part of the process, and not as something bad. Like, dark does not mean bad, right? Darkness is not bad. It's darkness where we find our light. It's darkness where we reach the depths. It's the depths. The void is dark, which is the precipice of change, right? Where things are changing and taking form, but we may not see it yet. I also see like the new moon on Monday being significant for some. Again, could bring in some communication, could, again, instigate or ignite some shadow work, or some passionate dialogue. I also see Thanksgiving as an important time. Some of you are quite literally the light, the optimism in your family. Yeah, I'm seeing like a face here. It looks kind of pensive, kind of anxious. Like, what do I do energy? Or maybe you could, it also feels like nostalgic, like you could be nostalgic during the holiday season, and it starts now during Thanksgiving. Again, for those exploring the passionate side of their relationships, careful for pregnancy if that's not what you want. If it is what you want, there could be like some unexpected pregnancies I'm seeing. Some people that thought that, the factory was closed and boom. You are reminded that it is in fact not closed, and that you are fertile and that you are now expecting. Again, could be people like in their mid to late 30s, early 40s, even mid 40s. Like it comes as unexpected, like worry, it brings worry, but everything's going to be okay. Everything's happened for a reason. That little soul is coming into your lives for a reason. For some, it's helping you. It's going to help your family like become more united, like especially if you have kids from other marriages and things like this. It's going to be that bridge, like, oh, we're all connected through blood now through this baby, and it's like going to bring people together too. It's also, I also feel like this with this pile, it's like reawakening lost hopes regarding something that you've wanted, something that maybe you thought that wasn't going to happen, and it's like boom, here it is, the possibilities. Not just the possibility, but the manifestation of it. See, in the beginning, the wax was like not dropping very fast, and now it is. There's a lack of clarity with this pile, because again, I see a lot of this wax is coming out like darker. It's not like the orange color. It's got like a little shadow to it. I feel like that for some, there's like this lack of clarity. You're going through like a purification process. Like the phoenix, you're rising from the ashes, or you feel like things have broken down, but they're only being rebuilt new. To trust the process, that you may not see it now, but God can see, like spirit can see. Spirit has that foresight that we don't have. For some, it could have come at like a price, or like with messiness. It could have involved other people. And again, it could have brought up shadow, but shadow work is part of the process. We can't have light work without shadow work, right? There's like a lot of moving parts for this pile that you don't see. There's like, I'm seeing like the high priestess card. There's a lot that's hidden, but that's meant to be, and there's nothing to be afraid of here. For some people, I see like big changes, like big endings of cycles. Some you maybe you live by like an orange grove, like where there's oranges. There's a lot in Florida and I think California. You could be from those places, being guided to these places, maybe part of these fields, like the cultivation of fruit. But I also feel like that statement, cultivation of fruit, is for some people like you've worked really hard and you're getting closer to your reward. Okay, and there's some anxiety regarding that. There's some doubt regarding like whether you're gonna get what you deserve, but that's a great affirmation to have. I always get what I deserve. Universe, show me how good it can get. I know that everything that I work hard for, I'm equally compensated for, energetically compensated for. Some of you, if you've had any issues like creating or manifesting or feeling creative, like you're just tired. You're like burning the candle at both ends. Just relax. I also see someone here with like big hair, long hair. It could be Leo, big Leo placements, Leo rising, moon, sun. But just anybody with big hair. Again, remember I said that orange hair in the beginning, or, you know, that natural redhead. Your hair is like something that causes a lot of attention. Like people notice it. You have very much this Empress energy. Or for men, it could be a man too. Men that are very attractive. I definitely see someone like little waist, curvy kind of body. I also see people sitting in meditation, connecting to spirit more in this time, getting insights while they're sitting in meditation. And I specifically see this as meditation, like crisscross applesauce kind of energy. Oh my gosh, the wax got all the way to my finger on that one. Some people are afraid of getting burnt. Look at how this wax... All right, I'm being guided to stop this now. Look at how this candle has burned here. What is this? It's like dripping, right? For some of you, again, I see you like kneeling, praying. For some, this looks like, you know, like Ramadan, like kneeling in that way, head down, knees before you. You're going to get some insight. This is a very interesting candle burn for sure. For others, I see like this angelic energy around you. Let's see what else. Like protecting your dreams, protecting your manifestations. For some, like you're throwing a lot of things at the wall to see what sticks. Not everything is going to stick. Failure is just research. And you need to know that. I see a tall person as well. Heavy-footed. Maybe you drive really fast. Be careful not getting a speeding ticket. For others of you, you just gotta... I see you sitting in a recliner, just needing to recline back, needing to relax. So there's going to be like an active dream space for you guys. Pay attention to your dreams. A lot of you are getting like sudden ideas. I see a lot of you in this pile cooking as well, like yummy foods, things regarding with pumpkin, butternut squash, things like this. You could be creating altars with these energies. I know Shun likes butternut squash, especially when it comes to fertility, or, you know, when you're asking your ancestors for, you know, increased fertility or for things to be fertile. I see some of you as well, like playing video games, like sitting in your chair. Some of you have VR. Maybe you're going to be asking for VR. There's a sense of like wanting to escape or escapism, but not in like a toxic way, more in like that Pisces dreamy kind of way. What else do I see here? I see like a matriarch too. A big mother figure. Could be an intense mother figure. Could be a fire sign mother figure. A mother around her babies during the holidays or just at the time, at this time. Again, be careful, like the information that you feed, like that you feed your brain is what I heard. You know, that affects your mood for sure. I see little chicks here as well. Again, maybe people with little kids. Ooh, the Lovers, Gemini. So on Monday is a new moon in Gemini. I am conducting a Reiki circle for those who want to join that. You can visit nadialchemy.com. So, you know, the Lovers, Gemini energy is very chatty, very communicative. Again, like I said in the beginning, there's a sense of intensity among lovers, a sense of reconnection, a sense of communication. Yes, that brings up some shadow, could bring up some ego issues. I did mention this in the beginning. For some of you, you're kind of battling yourself regarding a decision. Again, you know, throw away ideas that aren't working or energies that aren't working and just focus on whatever's driving you forward, whatever it is that you want, Like make it, it's about making a choice to aim in the direction of your desires. Despite like whatever competition or competitiveness or cattiness or like struggle there might be within you or with other people, like 3 of Pentacles. Again, like you could be working in groups and there be some conflict there, some ego issues coming up. But Spirit is helping you through this. Son of Wands, yeah. Some of you have a young fire sign, child, or partner. They might be a little scattered. Again, there might be some egos triggered during the holidays here for this pile. But again, you know, you're all part of the same tribe. You're all ascending together. So just trust the process is what I'm hearing. And this can be true for partnerships too, like spiritual partnerships. Don't let your ego get in the way. It could be like a fight to get to the top. Like who's the top? Like there's no need for that kind of competition. Not at work, not with friends, not, you know, we can all win. We can all rise together, right? Some of you may like Maya Angelou and that poem, Still I Rise. I actually have it tattooed on my finger. Yes, my middle finger. Maybe for some of you need to say, you know, fuck the haters, fuck y'all, you know, like I'm gonna do me kind of thing, excuse my French. Again, don't do that at the expense of others. Only do that if people are trying to limit you, right? Or tell you that your dreams are impossible. What else here, Spirit? What else do you want to tell group number 2? Leave the past behind. Yeah, if there's been any struggle in the past, make a choice to move beyond that. Make a choice to follow your dreams. Again, people feel volatile with this volcano energy. Again, there could be some young male immature energy here. Still learning. People are still learning. We're still learning about what excites us. We're still learning about our own volatility. It's important to stay grounded. Again, to leave the past behind, to not let the ego get in the way. For some of you, that's what's going to be tested. You know, your evolution will be tested. Stay grounded. You're wise, like the Capricorn. You're an old soul. New moon in Sag, which I think is in like 2 weeks. So focus on the positive, right? Not on what hasn't worked in the past. Not on whatever insecurities have stopped you from moving towards your goals, your desires, or a relationship. Focus on the positive and leave the past behind, both in relationships, both at work, both with our inspirations, all of this. Yeah, and for some, there is forgiveness needed. Could be with a Pisces or a water sign. But, you know, forgive the past. Focus on the positive is the energy I'm getting here. And also honor your feelings. The moon was in Pisces, I think, yesterday. Or it might be still today. So if there's any emotion coming up, any ego triggering going on, just let those emotions move through you. You're just clearing the way for new feeling things. And so that you can leave the past behind and focus on the positive for sure. Again, I do see money coming in for this group, a promotion, a raise, well-deserved accomplishments, acknowledgement, recognition. Again, whatever, you might be worried about some struggles in the past regarding this, whether that be at work. But just let the past go and move forward, okay? The more you do that, the more that energy leaves you. And you're able to release that energy and call in positive, call in, forgive what's happened. Even at work, even with, you know, co-workers and stuff like that, or bosses, so that, you know, not everybody is mindful of the things that they say. You know, or they say things, but they don't really mean what they say. Like, they don't really mean it in the way that it was said. Or maybe your own ego interpreted it in a wrong way. So it is a time for forgiveness of those things so that you can focus on the positive. You can focus on the future. And you can get the recognition and, you know, the monetary exchange that you deserve. Right? And again, because there's a sense of needing to focus on the positive to bring that in faster. And so that you're not at odds with yourself in the process. So group number 2, I hope that this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to be doing more of these because I really feel connected to candle wax readings. And I feel like it's really helping me evolve my intuitive gifts. So thank you so much for those who have booked readings. I do have readings available at an introductory rate. I think I have like 3 spots left, and then it's going to go up like $10, nothing crazy. But anyways, love you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye.